what's up guys, and welcome to your fly workshop. Today we'll be tying a little mini streamer called Gylfa Mýsla. There is a little story with this fly. Jón Sigurðsson, who is the author of the fly, he took it with, or was fishing, and he was going to tie. He had some tying equipment with him in the car, like he usually did. He was going to tie another fly which is called Mýsla. I'll put a link in the description and here up in the corner for you guys to the original Mýsla. But the original Mýsla is made by Gylfi Kristjánsson. But the thing is, when Jón was fishing, he did not have the materials. He did not have the correct materials for the original Mýsla. So he named what he came up with Gylfa Mýsla, just after the author of the original Mýsla fly. So, and he caught quite a bit of fish on it, and it has proven that it catches both sea run and local browntrout and Arctic char and salmon. So it's a great all-around pattern. So we'll just don't wait for any longer. We'll just go to it and tie the Gylfa Mýsla.
So to tie the Gylfa Mýsla, we will start by using an RX traditional nymph fly, number 12, FW 580 or freshwater 580, and we will be using this thread we have that is a nano silk in 50 denier from Semperfly, of course. And I'm dubbing this video because we had some issues with attaching the eyes on the hook, but it has to do with the slippery thread, so my bad. But the Gylfa Mýsla is named after Gylfi Kristjánsson, and he was son of Kristján Gíslason, who's a famous Icelandic fly tyer and has many patterns. And Gylfi, his son, Gylfi Kristjánsson, was an angler. He passed a few years back, and he has many really good flies, like for trout especially. Here you see the Semperfly in black 50 denier nano silk. Yeah, Gylfi passed a few years back, bless his memory. He has flies like Mýsla, which was the model of this fly, but Jón, my friend, didn't have the correct materials. We'll just speed this up here, since you got in. Now, I'm not saying major issues with the eyes, but I have had a better success with attaching eyes to a hook shank before. And these are just bead chain eyes. And for the tail and the wing, we are using a pink squirrel. It depends on if you want the hair or the wing to be like straight, totally straight, then you will use a hair stacker, of course. But it, like I say, it varies. Depends. As you see, I'm using a new bobbin, which is a Dr. Slick bobbin. I just got into their pro stuff recently and using the scissors and all the stuff from them. So for the tail, we will take this chunk of pink squirrel, and this will be about the length of this. One secret I want to share with you guys, that is to tie this fly exactly like this, except tie it in olive. If you have an olive squirrel, tie it in olive. It's gonna be a hit. And I'm using these are just all-purpose Dr. Slick scissors. fantastic instruments from them. There are many on the market which are great. For the price, I prefer Dr. Slick. Even though I go through 3 or 4 scissors of Dr. Slick instead of going through one from some other brands. I don't mind. So anyways, the rib of the fly, we are using a Semperfly silver wire in 2 millimeters. As I said, this fly has caught salmon, Arctic char, both local Arctic char and Syrian Arctic char, and it has caught trout, both local brown trout and then Syrian brown trout. And this is one of the patterns from Jón Sigurðsson that we have to release. It's a hit. For the body, I'm using a 0.8 mil hollow tinsel in silver. And this is how we originally tied the fly. I do not have the materials that Jón had. Like he had some chenille for making the stuff which I make with dub, but it looks almost the same. I don't know where he got his chenille, but it's a mixture of red and silvery, so I use red for it. We'll snip the excess free here before we wrap our silver wire in front, and make sure it's a tight wrap. Tight wraps, not touching wraps, but with like a reasonable gap between, as you see. Attaches down to with the thread and helicopter of the wire. I was fishing in Hlíðarvatn in Selvogur with Árni Árnason and then Mr. Örvar Bessason, both friends of mine. And I didn't have a bite. They caught already some fish. I didn't have a bite, and it was the second day and I still hadn't got anything. There you see the red dubbing. We are not putting that on yet. But what I'm speaking about here is the length of the wing. If the wing should match the length of the tail, or if it should be slightly shorter, like on this original version, which I have in the back here. But I'm using a pink squirrel. Again, we'll take some pinch, and it depends on if you like how short or long wing you want to have actually. But that day I was fishing with Örvar and Bessie, and we had like maybe 4 hours left, and they already caught some fish and I hadn't got a bite. They were in a better spot, I had to admit. So they suggested a change, so I will relocate and get closer to them where the fish was rising. And I thought, I'll do it. And I'll put exactly this fly under, and no dropper or anything. Just strip it fast and short as a streamer. So we measured the wing here. And just in the first casts, I had fish already. 2 or 3 fish on this fly, and then I decided I will surf the fly box that I have from Jón, my friend. Bless his memory. So I put on, after this fly, I put on Veiðidís. That's a fly which we do not have on the channel yet, not in the original version, but I will tie that in a video soon. So I put the Veiðidís on, and it was the same story. So I got like 6 or 7 fish there, and they were surprised and asked me, what fly do you have? And I said, just the collection box from my friend Jón. Every single fly in it works for the Arctic char when it's rising. So to finish the fly off, we are using a Semperfli ice stub, and in red, and this is going to be creating the throat of the fly. And instead of the dub, Jón was using some sort of a silverish and red chenille, small micro chenille. And from my perspective, this is easier rather than chenille actually. And this stands out, this red color in the water. So it's, I would say, a good substitute for the material Jón used. That kind of a material I tried and looked everywhere in all the angling stores in Reykjavik, and I haven't found a bit of it. So it must be maybe older batch of or something that he had. So we wrap it around like this, create a little gills or head on the small minnow or the small fry we have. And then we raise the hook, relocate it in the vise so the thread is not gonna pop off. And then we will make the whip finish. We'll make a couple of knots. And I, of course, encourage you to support my channel and support me. Like, it's not only for the channel now, it's for myself as well, since I'm not working under the chemotherapy I'm undergoing. I'll be doing this chemotherapy until June next year, so it's a heck of a month ahead. We'll put like some varnish on the knot, and that's gonna be it. But you will find the link in the description of the video. You will find the pattern there, and also a link to my PayPal, so you can support the channel that way if you like, or hit the SuperLike button. Many people do that, and that's really much appreciated. And the needle for the varnish, I sometimes leave it there just while it's drying. Make sure nothing is in the hook eye, so it's not blocked when we take the fly out fishing. So I just want to say to you guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, of course. And you can support me in my battle with my cancer by hitting the SuperLike button as many times as you want, or click the PayPal link in the video's description. But here you have the Gylfa Mýsla tied on hook number 12. This is a significantly strong fly on hook size 8, 10, 12, even 14, even down to 14. This is a very, very strong pattern. Until next time, I just want to say thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.